Hi, good morning, good day, wherever you are. This is our global series, Real-Time Daily Trading Ideas. We have 5 days a week, 5 different traders. We will speak about trading ideas, strategies, market screening, maybe 1 or 2 questions from your side directly answered in our webinar. Our goal is quick and smart like every day, and today it's Wednesday, 29th of May 2019. Welcome to Atme Markets, and like always, we will start with our risk disclaimer. Trading with financial instruments offered by Atme Markets carries a high level of risk which is not suitable for all investors due to their complex nature. If you are a starter, please start with a demo account to make yourself familiar with long trading, short trading, leverage trading, and your personal risk management. If you'd like to read the full risk disclaimer, just visit one of our regional web pages, for example, atmemarkets.com, and you will find the long version of the risk disclaimer there. Also, some other information. As you can see, in the year 2019, we celebrate our 18th anniversary or birthday, so we are one of the oldest and experienced Forex and CFD brokers globally for retail clients. This is me. My name is Jens. My English made in Germany, but maybe my quality too, but I'm not the main speaker. The main speaker is the day trader of today. On Monday, it's Jay's day. On Tuesday, it's Paul's day, like today. On Wednesday, it's Giancarlo's day. Thursday, it's Marco's day. On Friday, it's DX day. Our leading day traders live every business day to the same time. But this week, maybe you heard about it already, this week is our final week. So from June, we will have new webinar series. Looking forward to it, and in a couple of weeks we'll have it on our webpage at atmemarkets.com. So today, last time with Giancarlo, real-time daily trading ideas, but soon some other global webinars for you if you like to do so. And of course, if you like to trade Forex and CFDs, many benefits only with us. For example, DAX 30 to spread of just 0.8 points or euro dollar 0.6 pips only. All details about on atmemarkets.com. Enough from my side. Now it's time for Giancarlo. Good morning, good day. What's your view to the markets today?
Good morning, gents. Good morning, trader. It is a pleasure for me to stay here with us. And today I would like to introduce some problems for stock operator and analyst in general. We are speaking about the doubt related to the immediate future of an economic cycle. We know that it's complicated to have a good projection short term because we know that we have a lot of differences between the various geographical areas and will remain very extensive for a long period of time. For example, if we are speaking of USA, the yesterday data of confidence, which is still close to the top of all high records, is difficult to reconcile with the idea of that United States is very close to a crisis or a recession. In the same time, we know that the consumption is very important because from from confidence we start with consumption. From consumption we have the production, and from production employment and tax revenue. So it's difficult now to think at a serious crisis. Even we know that in one year or two we can have the finish of this very long bullish trend started in 2009. In the same time, remember that Federal Reserve maintained at 2.5 points of interest rates that they are able to cut in case of crisis. Of course, remember that the central bank can use always an extraordinary measures like quantitative easing. We know that the danger for USA now come from Trump attitude, because the president would like to prevent an peak in USA index too early compared to the electoral campaign that starts next year. We know in the November 2020 we will have the election for new president in the United States. But at the same time, we know that we can use this expression, Trump and Federal Reserve, they are able to pull a rabbit out of a hat, because even the duties war is we wait for next month in the actual trend of markets. So we are speaking about disturbing. I know that it's possible that in any moment Trump can change the actual situation of markets. We have to understand that we are in a normal correction. I told you in the last webinars, and we don't have any worries for now. But of course, we have maintained a high attention. For European side, we know that after the election of Sunday, nothing has changed. Maybe yes, maybe no. We know the great problem is related with the Brexit in Great Britain, and in the same time, we have low performance on European parties. So it's complicated to manage the situation. It could be very more complicated to take a look at the Italian situation with where we have a great high problem with the government. We can have a government crisis, not only for debt and spread. In the same time, we know that Mr. Mario Draghi announced in the last meeting the start of LTRO from September, and consider that European Central Bank can use this instrument and other instrument to help the market in case of a very hard recession in European Union. But remember that in any way the market is in complicated situation. But my idea remains that we can maintain this weakness for various weeks, but we will have the great possibility to maintain the bullish altitude if some vital points will maintain in the next month. So we can start to take a look at Standard & Poor's. And I would like to remember that yesterday we have a strong breakout of our vital zone of 2,800. The price has fallen this morning of 15 points and maintain, of course, a strong bearish up due to this war. But in the same time, this situation was created from falling yields, spreading fear to duty war too. So we have assessed a movement of money. So we are in risk-off situation in the USA Treasury bond, and all situation have created this drop in the Standard & Poor's for May of 4%, 4.20%. Is nothing of serious, because remember that until the markets remain up over 10% of correction, we have nothing to have. We don't have any worries to some change in the actually bullish trend. For now, for today, I would like to remember that the market can maintain this zone and respect a great reversal if the price don't break this zone between 783 and 717. We can have a multi-day chance in buy, of course, but for next month weeks, I think that it's very possible to touch this vital zone of 2,700. This is very important, so take care that we have a lot of support during this journey. But I think the market will stop in this zone, and we can have a serious possibility to restart the bullish trend and have a new all-time hikes. Of course, it is something that you have to see, and you need a great presence on volumes, and in general, presence of climax could be very useful for a scenario like this. For a long side, I suggest to maintain some buy possibility, not only in the support that I indicated before, but if the price recover this zone, we have a serious possibility to start a good uptrend. In general, the key level for have a new fresh bullish trend is located here. Until the price don't recover this level, it's very, very difficult to have a good bullish trend. The same situation is maintained for Dow Jones, that is very near to touch the 25,000 points. Below this level, we can have more bearish acceleration, and very important support zone is located here between 24,612 and 24,273. Here, maybe we can have a great chance to try some reversal, but in any event, for now, we maintain, of course, in the bearish outlook, and every pullback we use to sell the markets. NasDaq maintain a great problems with Apple, Google, in the other technology society due to the trade war and the problem related with Huawei and rare minerals with China. For now, it's clear that the price try to arrive very soon here in 7,135, and in extension the zone of 7,000. This is very, very important zone. I'm sure that price here can do a great reversal, but like for a Standard & Poor's, we need a recover of this resistance to have a good chance to reverse the actual bearish trend. Now, I would like to speak about DAX because the situation is very complicated, and it is useful to take a look the today level of 11,875. This is very, very important support zone. Maybe the price is ready to close the Monday gap up of the 1st of April in the next weeks. So I think this is one of the best zone that we can reach the next week, and we can use this zone to start a new reversal and buy the DAX. In the same time, the price need a recover of this level in the next weeks to maintain at least a calm in the bearish sense, but only if the price will go up of this level 12,134, you can have a serious possibility of new bullish trend. For today, we take a look at what happened this morning. We have a strong gap down that is difficult. Price could close today, but maybe the next day is possible. For now, the prices maintain this very important monthly zone here in 874, and what we have to do to try some operation is to understand that we have to try to entry on pullback and not on breakout, because the volatility is very complicated and we can take a lot of stop loss if we entry very late. So for today, my idea for the sell in this moment is to understand if the price maintain this zone, but in any event, my idea that is possible we can touch this level in this week in 11,761. So you can try here. So let's stop here with the stop here, and we try to reach a zone between 788 761. Of course, use the trailing stop and take care if the price have a great reversal. In the same time, if the zone maintain the price, is possible for this afternoon to have a good pullback. For example, I suggest to try a buy entry if the price at least respect a breakout of this 908, and in this case it's possible that we can arrive here or at least, I don't know if we can close the gap, but at least we can go very near to this level. And of course the stop, we put the stop here, and we try to reach the 970. Remember that the first level here in 931 was very hit from the smart money, so it's possible that we have a series of top in this level. It is difficult to break if the price don't receive a great quantity of volatility. Before to start to speak about Forex, I would like to remember, of course, the Admiral Market Connect is plugin of our MetaTrader Supreme is a new instrument, and it is very useful to help you in your trading decision. Remember that I showed you some product, some instrument in the last webinar, but remember that you have a large quantity of instrument that you can help you to fast your decision. For example, we have the analyst views that give you a good view, for example, of in this case for Canadian dollar that we speak today. The BS remain bullish. It's correct after I showed you why. Or for example, you have the technical insight lookup, and I love it because you have 80,000 instruments to analyze. Stock option, share, index, forex, and so on. For example, you say dollar, maintain in this case a bullish, a bearish trend, or for example, we can put I don't know, things Apple, change something, and we can see the view of this instrument using a various pattern and price action. In the same time, remember that feature ideas is very useful because let us you to have a continual refresh due to the condition of market of very useful ideas. For example, today we analyzed Australian dollar because is in a sort of accumulation. It is useful to analyze this instrument also with this plugin. All more information, of course, you will find in the admiralmarkets.com. Now,
yes, there's also a question of a participant how to get it. So just visit one of our web pages, for example, admiralmarkets.com, and there you will find the point platforms. And please use together with our MetaTrader 4 or 5 MetaTrader Supreme, and then you get this plugin for free for demo and real account just at Admiral Markets. Back to Giancarlo.
Thank you, gents. Now we are speaking, of course, about euro dollar because we have a continual fight for euro dollar. We know that USA dollar maintain a bullish aptitude to that investors use this currency like a safe haven, and the European situation help to maintain a good bullish aptitude in dollar for these reasons. But in the same time, remember that the main trend remain bullish, and for now, until the price don't break at least 1.1230, and especially this resistance, it's impossible to have a good change in the trend. We have the hand of European Central Bank and Federal Reserve that maintain this range, but it's logical to think that we can arrive very soon in 1.1037 zone. I think it is very important zone because here we can assist a massive presence of buyers, and we can start a great reversal. For now, until the price remain below 1.1230, we have to maintain the British aptitude. And in special, remember the level that I indicated in the last webinar, 1.1169, because the price joke in this level, but in general, I expect to understand if we can break 1.1120, because in this case, it's very possible to have 50-70 points of fall and try to reach at least this level for today. The European election wait a little in the euro, but as I tell you, the currency is manipulated by European Central Bank and Federal Reserve. For pound side, the situation is very complicated, because we know that this mission may create a great uncertainty, and the investor sell the pound, because until September is difficult to have a new premier in UK. The pound maintain the hike the possibility to arrive in the next weeks here in 1.25, that could represent the most important support for this pair. But in any time, only a break below this level could create some ugly for the market. But the great uncertainty in this situation that we will maintain for various months, we can suggest to us to follow the price in this way. We know that it's possible to touch 1.26 maybe in the next hours, and I remember that it's possible that we can have the great possibility, great chance to have a double bottom. But in case we have a break of this level, we have to sell and try to arrive here. Remember that the situation will be changed only up this level, 1.2850. So in this case, you can recognize the presence of buyers. But until this point, remember that every pullback you have to use for entry short and not for long, because the power dollar and the Brexit situation help to maintain a stronger bearish power in the pound. For dollar yen, we understand that the risk of aptitude help to maintain a great presence of buyers in Japanese yen. So it's logical to think that dollar yen can arrive in 108 point if the price break this last smart money support here in 108.98. For now, I suggest to maintain of course the bearish uptrend, a try long position. Only the price can break at least 110 points up. This level could be very useful. We can have a possibility to have a W pattern, but we need a strong reversal to try some long position for this week. I think that 108 is great important support, and the price could be stopped in this support. Of course, here the USA-China trade relation will wait a lot. I would like to take a look at Canadian dollar, because we can see in our Admiral Connect Power plugin, we have today a break of $1.35. This situation is created due to impact of price oil, and the losses help to maintain, of course, the power dollar to break this level. It's very useful to maintain a great view on this currency, because the prices can start a new uptrend, and we can have the first target here. Understand that in this range we have assisted a lot of presence of smart money, and it's very possible that we can arrive here in the next weeks. In the same time, remember the situation of a buy zone of dollar Swiss franc, because remember that I tell you that 1.0090 and 1.0048 is a very important support zone. If the price maintain this zone, we can try some buy entry for the next weeks. The target, of course, is to arrive in this zone and try to break the last maximum to start a new uptrend. For Australian dollar, of course, the USA trade war help to maintain the bearish aptitude, but in any way, we have reached our first target in 0.6883, 0.6858 for few pips. we don't reach this target, it's possible that we can start a new accumulation phases. So if the scenario is very difficult to take to make trade decision, we have to understand that in case the prices could be able to arrive here, it is possible that we can have a great chance to reach the 0.7014, 0.7030. Only a break of this level, of course, can give a bearish acceleration, and we can try to arrive in this level. I would like to finish with some instruments. First one, the Euro stock 50, because we have lose this support here in 3,340. We know that the situation is very bad for bank in this situation in this moment in Europe, and now the price tried to arrive here between 3,271 and 3,235. This is the last buy support, because in case the market don't respect this zone, is very difficult to understand what will happen. In any event, remember that only if the price region here and maintain this point, is possible to start a new uptrend. I finish with oil and gold. Oil break our 60.56 support. The situation is complicated, but I think that the investor wait some catalyst to understand what they do, because remember that OPEC-led supply cuts remain, and in the same time, American in this moment try to maintain this situation with some oil production and maintain a sort of high production that help to maintain this correction. Remember that next month we will have the OPEC meeting, so it's possible the investor waiting this meeting, because it's probably that Arabian country can start a new program of cuts. But for now, take a look of this smart money zone, because the prices, if the break is 56.87, probably start a new downtrend and try to reach the zone between 54.74 dollars. I suggest to try some long position if, for example, we can assist a double or triple bottom of accumulation, or we can have a breakout of this level. I finish with gold, a complicated situation, because understand that the power of dollar and the USA yields help to maintain this sort of accumulation, but it's very difficult for now to have a break of this 1,279, our bearish point of entry, and I suggest to wait more volatility, because if the price don't break this level and remain below 1,279, is very difficult to maintain a multi-day sell for this instrument. You understand that it's possible that if the price region here and the stock market starts something or some of sell off, it's very probably that we can assist a strong reversal in gold, and we can have a great chance to buy and maintain this position. In any way, I strongly recommend to wait a return in $1,299. And of course, the most important resistance for now is located here in 310. I finished for today. I was very happy to do this webinar for more than 1 year. We return soon with other webinar. Of course, I would like to say thank you to Admiral Markets and all our traders that follow my analysis every Wednesday. I desire for you a great trading career, and of course a lot of pips. Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot, Giancarlo. Tomorrow is another day, but tomorrow in many European countries we will have a bank holiday, so we will have no live webinar, but Friday we will have the last real-time daily trading ideas for now. And new series will start from June, so thanks a lot. And if you'd like to see and watch it again in a couple of hours, today's webinar will be available on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/admiralmarketsfx. Greetings from Berlin office. Thanks. Bye bye.